This is a question from the topic parallel sitting arrangement. I am reading this question. There are 10 people in 2 rows with 5 in each. People who are sitting in row 1 faces south, whereas people sitting in row 2 faces north. In row 1, A, B, C, D, E are sitting, and in row 2, P, Q, R, S, T are sitting. R is not at the extreme ends. P is second to the left of Q. Only one person sits between S and R. One of the people from the extreme ends of row 1 faces P. A is in one of the extreme ends. C is not in the middle position. Person sitting next to A faces S. D faces R. Neither B nor D sits at the extreme ends. S is to the left of R. C does not face P. E is second to the right of C. So let's begin. There are 2 rows, row 1 and row 2. People in row 1 they are facing south direction, and in people sitting in row 2 they are facing north direction. And 5 people in each row. In row 1, A, B, C, D and E, they are going to be placed in this row 1, and in row 2, P, Q, R, S, T to be placed. Now I am reading the statement, and these statements are so lengthy, therefore I will write textual forms of the statement. So reading one after another. R is not at the extreme ends. Since R has to be placed in row 2, and it is given that R is not at the extreme ends. P is second to the left of Q. P is second to the left of Q. Only one people sits between S and R. So between S and R, only one people to be seated. One of the people from the extreme ends of row 1 faces P. So one of the people from the extreme ends of row 1 faces P. So this can be either P or this can be P. We are not sure. Okay. Because it is telling the statement, one of the people from the extreme ends of row 1 faces P. A is in one of the extreme ends. A is in one of the extreme ends. We are not sure where to we gonna place A. So write it aside. A is going to be placed in one of the extreme ends. C is not in the middle position. C is not in the middle position. Person sitting next to A faces A. Faces S. So if this is A, the person sitting next to A can be either left to A or right to A, and they will face, and that person will face S. So if the person is sitting right to A, then he will face S, or left to A, he will face S, either way. B faces R. B faces R. Neither B nor D sits at the extreme ends. Neither B nor D sits at the extreme ends. Here, S is to the left of R. S is going to be seated left to R. C does not face P. P does not face P. E is second to the right of C. E is second to the right of C. First, second. So E is second to the right of C. So we have read all the statements and have furnished the textual forms of the statements so that it is easy and we do not have to read the statements again and again and discover valuable time. So what can be done? You see this point P can be either here or here, as given that one of the person who is going to be placed at the extreme ends of row 1 is this P. So P is taken to the left of Q. If this is P, this has to be Q. And if this is P, Q has to be here, but there are no available seats. So cancel this. This is the current position of P. Here. And one thing, the person who are facing north, the right side is this side and left is this. People facing south, right side is this and left side is this one. Okay. Now you see this point, between S and R there is 1% and R cannot be here. So S and R, S can be either here and R can be here, or R can be here, S can be here. And between S and R there is 1%. And now you see this point that S is to the left of R. If S is to the left of R, this is not correct. So erase it. Because here S is to the right of R. So this is correct. So only one person is left and that is T. So we will place T here. Correct? So with this, our row 2 arrangement is completed. Now come to row 1. It is given that A is in one of the extreme ends. And in the next statement it is given that immediate neighbor of S, A faces S. So if this is S, this is going to be the immediate neighbor of A. So this has to be A. And A is in one of the extreme ends and the immediate neighbor of A faces S. Okay. And this point D faces R. So if this is R, this is B. Okay. E is second to the right of C. So C cannot be here and so C has to be here. And second to the right of C is E. So if this is C and it is facing towards south, so first, second to the right is E. So this is E. So only one is left and that is B. So with this we have completed this row 2 and together we have completed or furnished this parallel sitting arrangement.